Welcome back to our PGA Tour coverage here on 2K Sports. We're resuming action on the 5th hole. Let's get going.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Wow, was that any good? Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
And not giving the field a chance to breathe whatsoever.
The 6th is a par 4.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Teeing off here on the 7th.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
That's a really nice shot. Not shy about that shot on the par 5 and 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Oh, this looks good early. A good chance to 2-putt now. The putt goes in and that cushion is getting wider. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. Over to number 8, it's a par 3.
For a long par 3, you've got to figure out how to hit something high and soft to hold this green. For whatever reason, this green decides to repel golf balls instead of accept them in. I think it's made out of Gore-Tex because there is nothing soft about this green. This is one of the most difficult ones on the golf course.
Oh, that birdie would have been a big boost to the card. That putt goes in. Time to make a move. Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. Okay, that'll play. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
On the green, that's always mission number 1. John, give us a read on this putt.
This putt is looking like it's going to move pretty hard to the right.
And just to finish off the par. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Now to the 10th hole. It's a par 4.
Driver not really necessary on this shortish par 4. Just a 3-wood for position. Second shot goes to a green that runs diagonal of the players. There is a couple of really good and tough pin placements that are back left.
Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Well, after an approach shot like that, Rich, that feels like a wasted opportunity.
Time to tee off on the 11th.
The good thing about this hole is it's long in length, but it's got a massive green that doesn't have a lot of movement. What it does have is from left to right and a little bit from back to front. A generous green on a long par 3. Great design.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This is so long, I don't even have words for it. It's just long.
Let's come off the blade beautifully. And makes it. What a bomb. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Time to face a par 4 now.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. You'll need it.
This is his second shot.
Going with less club. Let's see how this turns out.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however.
And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, it's tough to see. A tricky read, but it's uphill and a left to righter.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
Oh, stop it. What a shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Terrific shot. And a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard.
Teeing off here on the 15th.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
Not a bad shot right there. 16 feet away. And the birdie putt goes in. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Here's the par 3 16th hole.
You got water everywhere down the left-hand side, so your eyes are immediately drawn to it. You've got to divert them out to the right-hand side, but don't get clumsy, don't get lackadaisical, and don't miss the screen too far out to the right, because you're going to have a wicked hard chip.
This putt for a birdie. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. The 17th hole is a par 4.
Just take your tee shot, and if you want to, lay it up down the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple second shot. Big hitters might think about trying to take on the dogleg. No need, though. This green sits down below the second shot, down below the fairway, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, they buried a snowman, the base of a snowman, a big lump right in the middle of it. It's a fantastic feature.
That was really well played. And this one from 9 feet away. He makes the putt and extends his lead. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. Here's the second at 18. Going with pitching wedge here.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be on the green.
This putt from 5 feet away. He finishes with birdie on 18. What a wonderful day for our featured player sitting atop the leaderboard.
Cheers, my friend.
Just a phenomenal day. We can't wait to do it again. For Rich Bean, Luke Elvey, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to find out who will be the victor at the Ace Championship. Andrew Catalon back with you. Thanks for joining us today. Rich, the final round is underway, and our featured player is in the final pairing today.
Any lead is a great lead, and this player has been head and shoulders above the rest of the field. Hopefully another really good day of golf ahead of us.
What a shot. A tap in left for birdie. Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. We've made our way to a par 5.
Players want to take out any club, driver, 3 wood, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Strong play, going for it.
Aggressive play on the par 5, and it pays off.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Down to Henny.
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup. If this goes in, it's going to be so satisfying.
3 feet remain.
Looking for another birdie here.
The putt goes in, and our featured player extends the lead.
Gotta love that start right there. Absolutely taking it to the field.
Stepping on to the par 3 third.
It doesn't have a lot of length to it, but it's also a green that's not super deep. You do have the bunker in the front, but anytime you miss it long and or left, you got a really difficult pitch shot as that green tilts from back to front. But still, it's a pretty straightforward par 3. Not too much danger to it.
Oh, I thought that was going down. Well, a big par save could mean a lot going forward. And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. And now teeing off on this par 4.
Par 4 measuring 298 yards. Will the players give it a go or not? Let's find out.
Setting up in the greenside rough. He's got this left for birdie. Extending the lead. That is the way you do it.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Well, here's an unlikely player. A little bit of an underdog, you say?
Yes, but everybody on the PGA Tour can play. He's just an unknown quantity at the moment. I'm excited to watch.
A birdie putt awaits. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Yeah, bunkers on the right-hand side come into play with a 3-wood, water on the left with the driver. Second shot to a green that sits below you just a little bit. And that front left pin, ooh, that is a good one.
Well, this looks a rather familiar position. I feel this approach is from the same spot as yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
This one's for birdie. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
This one looking pretty good off the tee. Time now for the 3rd. 9 feet remaining to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Another birdie. That's 6 now on the round. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here at number 8.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. That just missed. This putt from 6 feet away. Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. And now teeing off on a par 4.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
And this approach is sky high. Let's see how it lands.
All right, the putter can come out now. A long putt remains. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
This putt is breaking right to left.
Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. We begin the second 9 with a par 4.
Par 4, this hole plays so much more difficult than the yardage. Water to the left of the green, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. Find the fairway, you'll have a good look at making birdie. You miss the fairway, good luck. 4s, 5s, and 6s come into the equation.
Okay, back-to-back birdies. Things are heating up.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Hole number 11 is a par 3.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
This is a fairly lengthy putt here. Ah. 5 feet coming up to the cup. And that'll ensure he remains in first place.
And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. And choosing the 8-iron here. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Yeah, good job. This wind is getting up out here.
That was a well-played hole. Take the birdie.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Let's head to this lengthy par 4.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Oh, what a putt. Still in the lead now after that hole.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
Par 4, 421 yards, a seemingly simple par 4.
This is about a 120-yard shot. That is right on target. Those shots all day have been working. Another one hits the green. That one goes to the bottom of the cup.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
We have a par 3 on this one.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
I was already writing a circle on the scorecard. That one drops. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. That is a big-time drive. All with shots like that, our leader might be able to walk to the finish line.
Ooh, this is gonna work.
An opportunity to make birdie.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Okay, we've reached the final hole of the event. Let's see if he can get this done. Not much good that we can say about that shot. Second shot here at 18. Never easy out of the rough, but that was well executed. This putt to win the Ace Championship. John, you're down there. What can you tell us about this putt?
Looks like he's got about 32 feet to the cup.
No more messing around. It's time to go out there and get it. And there it is. He has just won his first PGA Tour event.
Show me the money. Rags to riches. He wins the big prize. Congratulations.
And Rich, my dad would call that a rocking chair win. There was no doubt about it.
Your dad is a very smart man. That just sit in that chair and just let that chair do the work for you, baby. Love it.
Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beem, Luke Elvey, and the entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalon saying so long, and thanks for watching 2K Sports.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, are thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We've got all the first-round action of the Bluff Championship coming your way. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey, thrilled to have you with us here. I've got Rich Beam beside me in the booth, and out on the course as always is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. It's a terrific day weather-wise. We're expecting all the action to be just as hot. Can't wait to see what happens out on the course. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Well, Rich, that's got to feel good, opening the first with an under par score.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
He's in a share of 12th place. The second hole at Central Otago is a delightful par 5, Rich.
It is. Just a couple of trees sprinkling this fairway, both left and right. Again, wide open, driver, let it loose. Difficulty here is the approach shot as the green sits above the player and has a pretty substantial runoff on the left-hand side. Trying to avoid that, bail it out to the right-hand side, and again, lean on your wedges, your short game to get it up and down for birdie.
Lining this putt up from a fair distance. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Sitting at -2 for the event. The third at Central Otago is consistent with the rest of the golf course, Rich. Just a gorgeous little par 4.
It is. You got out of bounds all down the right-hand side of this hole. That bunker in the distance on the left is in play. So lay up short of that. And second shot goes into a very narrow green. Be aware of that out of bounds lurking to the right. Shots missed out to the right probably won't end up out of bounds, but why take the chance?
From about 100 yards.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Just a short putt remaining here. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. The fourth is the first of the par 3s at Central Otago, requiring a very well-executed mid-iron shot.
That bunker fronting the green is not in play. It's just there for aesthetics. Get you thinking a little bit. Anything missed out to the right is going to run all the way down into a really steep hollow, difficult to get it up and down from there. Bailing out to the left is the proper miss.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And after that hole, our featured player leads by 1. The fifth hole is a strong par 4 at Central Otago, Rich.
It's a long par 4 at that. You got rock outcroppings both left and right of the fairway. Try and avoid those at best. And the second shot goes back up the hill to a green, once again raised up a little bit, long from back to front with danger well out to the right-hand side. A par here is a great score.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Fantastic start right out of the gate.
As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2. That's a nice-looking tee shot, that one. Another birdie opportunity coming up for this player.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here. This one is chewing fiber.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie.
Leading by 3 strokes now. The 7th hole at Central Otago gives the player a decision off the tee, Rich.
This is really cool. It's framed by a rock outcropping right in the heart of the fairway. I tell you what, I'm taking driver out here every single day. Downwind, I can fly it back into the wind. I need driver just to get to it. From there, again, a long green surrounded by humps and hollows. Such a fun hole.
He's standing over his 3rd shot. this putt for par here. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The 8th at Central Otago is a really long and strong par 3, Rich.
But it gives you a great bailout area on the right-hand side. You miss it out there, all of a sudden it could kick off that bank back onto the green. But if you get greedy and you miss this green to the left, you're going to have a challenging up and down from a low area.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Plenty of room down the left-hand side to find the fairway with your tee shot, and from there it should be go zone. But when you look at this green, it's got runoffs in all directions around it. If you've got any little demons running around in your head telling you that you can't chip it very good, you're not going to like this green.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
The 10th hole begins a very impressive back 9 here at Central Otago.
Wide open right here. A couple of cool trees there on the right-hand side for aesthetics only. They do not come into play. And the second shot here to one of the really interesting and neat greens surrounded by some rock outcroppings short of it and long and right as well. This is a gorgeous hole.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Well, this is an impressive display by our leader. Now out by 6 shots over the field.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
And look at that. Focus solely on the green. This is a bold play.
Pretty good shot there.
Now let's head to Tom Kim. Oh, be the right club today. Just 3 feet to the cup. And now he'll move to 10 under for the tournament. Well, I like the look of the 12th hole at Central Otago, Ridge. A short one, which I'm sure some big hitters are going to want to try and take on.
And they should or could be able to, depending on the winds. If not, just bail out to the right-hand side just a little bit and look at this green. It works in from both left and the right-hand side. This is almost a gimme birdie.
This one's tracking towards the hole, I feel. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A huge right to left swinger.
Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. The 13th at Central Otago is a par 4 and another quality 2-shotter.
Tee shot, you want to aim it at those rock outcroppings and go ahead and hit yourself a nice little firm draw out there. Find the heart of the fairway. Second shot, also you want to favor the right-hand side. Near those rocks is anything missing down to the left-hand side. Should be, might be, probably will be a certain bogey.
And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. Leading by 9 strokes after that one. Par 3, hole number 14.
This is a cool feature because a green runs from right to left, helping a draw, but almost repelling a fade, it seems like. You really got to be smart on your club selection here. And as always, you've got to be mindful of the wind.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Oh, what a putt. Currently 13 under for the event. That really puts the leader way out ahead of the rest of the pack. And it's only the first round. Time now to play the second shot on the 15th hole. It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
So exciting to have an eagle putt here. That's disappointing. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
He's got this one for birdie.
Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. Well, our leader has already bolted, currently way out in front of the pack. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Oh, just drifting in there with a little bit of fade on it. Lovely.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And he's done it. He's holed it, and that means he extends his lead. As we near the conclusion of our round, Rich, 17 requires a shot we haven't seen yet on the course.
We haven't. I love this fairway. It cambers both right and left into the center of the fairway, but the second shot right here sits well below the fairway, hidden by these rock outcroppings. So a blind second shot to a tiny green. This is just a wonderful, wonderful par 4.
2 over for the day. Ooh, that almost went down. Lining up the birdie putt here.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Well, that really puts our leader way out in front of the pack now, and it's only the first round. Wow, that was just striped. Standing over his second shot.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. And with that putt, concludes this player's round. That's a nice way to start this tournament, opening up with the first round lead.
Absolutely it is. You always want to see your name up on top of that leaderboard, no matter which round you're in. After the first round, though, so far, so good.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beem, the entire hard... 2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our second round coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. As always, it's delightful to have you join us. This player starts their round in the lead. How should they approach today?
Yes, right now the game plan is working, but they still have to go out there and play off the front foot, play on offense, and not worry about who's chasing them.
Currently at minus 18 for the tournament. Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Luke, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
All right, bold. I like this play.
Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one. 3 feet to go here to the hole. That's a fast start if I've ever seen one, Rich.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And currently at 19 under par for the tournament. Stepping up now onto the tee of the par 4 third.
It is. You got out of bounds all down the right-hand side of this hole. That bunker in the distance on the left is in play. So layup short of that. And the second shot goes into a very narrow green. Be aware of that out of bounds lurking to the right. Shots missed out to the right probably won't end up out of bounds, but why take the chance?
That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
Game face on early here, Luke.
And now onto the par 3 fourth hole.
The bunker short of the green is not there. It's just there to confuse you a little bit. There is a steep runoff off to the right-hand side that you want no part of. Anything bailing out just a little bit to the left is a great call.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
That is sending the rest of the field a message right there.
Now 21 under for the tournament. Handy effort, that one. Well, this would be a familiar spot. Rich, it looks like the same one as yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. The 6th is a par 4.
A solo bunker planted out on the right-hand side, only reachable when the hole is playing downwind. Second shot protected on the left-hand side by some rock outcroppings. This is a really good, fun hole.
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Good look at a birdie here. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round.
This player is putting for fun.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. His second shot here. And tidy looking shot, that one. A 7-footer right here.
A great birdie chance here.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Yeah, long par 3. There is a really good place, though, to aim your tee shot, and that's out on the right-hand side. There's a nice little berm out there that can help kick it back to onto the green or close to it. Anything missing out to the left-hand side, you're going to leave yourself below the green with almost a blind second shot in there trying to save par.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Right to lefter, up the hill. Can be positive with this one.
Putting for par. And it's a score of minus 24 as we head to the next hole. The 9th is a par 5.
Plenty of room down the left-hand side to find the fairway with your tee shot, and from there it should be go zone. But when you look at this green, it's got runoffs in all directions around it. If you've got any little demons running around in your head telling you that you can't chip it very good, you're not going to like this green.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
I've been all around this, tried to read it, just can't see it, but he's got about 22 feet.
Nice stroke. This putt coming up is for birdie. And that's 8 birdies today. And just with 9 holes remaining, Rich, what do you think here is going to happen for this player?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Oh, that was picked cleanly. This one's got plenty of legs. Well, that'll work there. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
And this putt coming up for his par. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. And now 25 under par for the tournament as we move over to the next hole. On the tee of the 11th, a par 5. Oh, absolutely flushed. Ooh, staying aggressive. Going for the green.
Will it? Will it?
An opportunity for a birdie here. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Time for the second shot at the 12th.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, that's almost a gimme. Great chip. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
Need a strong tee shot right here. That outcropping is a gorgeous line. From there, you want to hug the right-hand side as best you can, even bringing those rocks into play as missing it down to the left-hand side. Bogey will be a number that you'll more than likely put on your card.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going left to right.
And that will drop in for birdie. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. On the tee here, the par 3 14th.
This is a cool feature because the green runs from right to left, helping a draw, but almost repelling a fade, it seems like. You really got to be smart on your club selection here. And as always, you've got to be mindful of the wind.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. That'll work there. Well, this one's right at the pin. Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. Okay, time to return to the action. This is a lengthy putt here. Oh, he's got to like the look of this. Oh, almost made an eagle. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The 16th is a par 3.
Just the one lone bunker on the right-hand side, but you have to be mindful of this false front short and right. So tee shots are going to favor the left-hand side where we have more rock outcroppings. Another delightful design.
currently in first position. That's a good-looking shot there. Time to catch up with that fabulous Korean, Tom Kim. This is his second shot. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. All right, one more hole to go. The 18th.
Yeah, the largest fairway on the golf course here. So tee it high and let it fly. Second shot plays back uphill ever so slightly. 2 bunkers protecting the front right portion of this green, but you do have a little bit of help from the left-hand side.
Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Well, that's well judged. Hole high, right inside the range. And a lovely way to finish his day, closing the round with a birdie. And through 36 holes, this player continues to shine out there in top spot.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beem, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. Welcome, everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. We're just about to begin a third-round action of the Bluff Championship. Luke Elvey and Rich Beem, as always, with you. Rich, this player's been doing really nicely, building that solid advantage over the field. But today's just as important as the first few, isn't it?
Of course it is. And the way they're playing, however, though, I don't see them going anywhere but up. I just find what they're doing out there to be fairly flawless. Now, is it possible they stumble? Of course it is. But I'm having a hard time understanding how that could happen.
Wonderfully played. Lining up from about 230 yards here.
This is bold, going for it in 2.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
He's going to like the look of this one. That'll be inside the circle of friendship. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
It is. You got out of bounds all down the right-hand side of this hole. That bunker in the distance on the left is in play. So layup short of that. And second shot goes into a very narrow green. Be aware of that out of bounds lurking to the right. Shots missed out to the right probably won't end up out of bounds, but why take the chance?
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's go to the 4th. It's a par 3.
That bunker fronting the green is not in play. It's just there for aesthetics. Get you thinking a little bit. Anything missed out to the right is going to run all the way down into a really steep hollow, difficult to get it up and down from there. Bailing out to the left is the proper miss.
And he's holding steady in first place after that one.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
What a drive. Look at that.
Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe.
That's inside the house of opportunity.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
He's currently sitting in first place. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
A solo bunker planted out on the right-hand side, only reachable when the hole is playing downwind. Second shot protected on the left-hand side by some rock outcroppings. This is a really good, fun hole.
This one's going right at the pin here. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
AK holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Lovely effort, that. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's got around 100 yards here.
This one is right down the pipe.
Well, after watching that, Tom Kim's thinking to himself, I better up my game here.
Holding steady in first place after that one. We've arrived now at the par 3/8.
Yeah, long par 3. There is a really good place, though, to aim your tee shot, and that's out on the right-hand side. There's a nice little berm out there that can help kick it back to onto the green or close to it. Anything missing out to the left-hand side, you're going to leave yourself below the green with almost a blind second shot in there trying to save par.
On the tee of the par 5 9th.
Plenty of room down the left-hand side to find the fairway with your tee shot, and from there it should be go zone. But when you look at this green, it's got runoffs in all directions around it. If you've got any little demons running around in your head telling you that you can't chip it very good, you're not going to like this green.
John, have you got a read on this one?
Looks like this one's going left to right.
And Rich, as we make the turn, I'm interested in your thoughts on this player's performance so far.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Well, that one is looking like it's going straight down the pipe. What an opportunity to make a birdie.
Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Well played, mate. This is his second shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
How good was that putt?
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
How is he going to play this? Lay back or go for it and extend his lead?
Wow, what a shot off the tee. That set up a putt for eagle.
Not backing down one iota there, Luke. Love the aggressive play.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is outside range for him, 26 feet.
Starting this one way out to the left. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And just checking back in with the standings. And he continues to lead this tournament. Oh, well played. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. A birdie putt awaits. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. He's currently in first place. This 14th hole is a par 3.
This is a cool feature because the green runs from right to left, helping a draw, but almost repelling a fade, it seems like. You really got to be smart on your club selection here. And as always, you've got to be mindful of the wind.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A slight break to the right here.
That's got too much heat. A par putt on the table. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Setting up this approach now from a similar spot to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Oh, this looks pure. That's outstanding.
Gaining 2 back from the course. That's an eagle.
He sits in first position. Welcome to the 16th hole, a par 3.
Just the one lone bunker on the right-hand side, but you have to be mindful of this false front short and right. So tee shots are going to favor the left-hand side where we have more rock outcroppings. Another delightful design.
And he holds another one, and he's building quite a sizable lead here. Still in the lead now after that hole. This hole here is a par 4.
Coming off a birdie to last, looking to add another one.
Oh, that was mashed. Second shot here on the 17th. Well, this one's going right at the flag. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going right to left here.
Oh, well holed. He'll take the birdie.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. So it's time to tee off on the 18th hole.
It is the largest fairway on this golf course. Tee it high, let it fly. More rock features on the left-hand side. Just the bunkers on the right are protecting that front portion there. Second shots should be favoring on the left-hand side as you'll get a nice kick to the right back onto the green.
Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie. And that's a nice way for the round to end. Finishing up with the birdie. Well, this is lovely play, and it just confirms it after grabbing the 54-hole lead. Good playing, Rich.
It's been a work of art from my point of view, and I got to say, I hope it continues for one more day.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. SK Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Let's get set for the finale of the Bluff Championship. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Luke Elvey. Well, Rich, we're into the final round here, and someone's going to walk away with a trophy. What do you think the chances are of this player?
Even with this massive lead, there is no lead large enough, I have to say. It's a very uncomfortable situation because there's only one place to go, and that's down. So this player has got to be aware of that, go out and try and play as rock solid the first 3 or 4 holes as humanly possible to continue that lead.
Let's catch up with play down on the opening hole. He's put together a very impressive display. Got a handful of shots lead over the field. Will he close this one out? Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway, and that's going to set the tone for the day. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player's firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
So close. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This for par.
And now that finds him in first place. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Good shot there, Beamer. Standing over his second shot. Maybe going for the green, are we?
Looking great now.
What a shot.
Oh, he's only gone and chipped in for eagle.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. And we've arrived now at the third. It's a par 4.
It is. You got out of bounds all down the right-hand side of this hole. That bunker in the distance on the left is in play. So layup short of that. And second shot goes into a very narrow green. Be aware of that out of bounds lurking to the right. Shots missed out to the right probably won't end up out of bounds, but why take the chance?
7 feet to the cup. That's very impressive.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
He'll like the look good where he's standing on this leaderboard. And now onto the par 3 fourth hole.
The bunker short of the green is not there. It's just there to confuse you a little bit. There is a steep runoff off to the right-hand side that you want no part of. Anything bailing out just a little bit to the left is a great call.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Okay, this one starts out pretty straight, but it will go left at the end.
And that'll ensure he remains in first place. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Nicely done.
Taking on this approach now from a pretty similar spot.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
This looks very handy. This one's for birdie.
Don't be fooled by the short length. There is still a lot of movement here to the left.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
A solo bunker planted out on the right-hand side, only reachable when the hole is playing downwind. Second shot protected on the left-hand side by some rock outcroppings. This is a really good, fun hole.
And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Currently in first position. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Nicely done. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This putt, 37 feet.
That's a lovely effort, that one. That's a handy putt to make. And he's holding steady in first place after that one. The 8th hole is a par 3.
Yeah, long par 3. There is a really good place, though, to aim your tee shot, and that's out on the right-hand side. There's a nice little berm out there that can help kick it back to onto the green or close to it. Anything missing out to the left-hand side, you're going to leave yourself below the green with almost a blind second shot in there trying to save par.
John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Looks like this one's going to go pretty hard to the right.
That's a lovely looking stroke. Oh, painfully close. And tapping in for par on this one. He's currently in first place. Now with the honour on a par 5.
Plenty of room down the left-hand side to find the fairway with your tee shot, and from there it should be go zone. But when you look at this green, it's got runoffs in all directions around it. If you've got any little demons running around in your head telling you that you can't chip it very good, you're not going to like this green.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This is to get 2 back from the course.
It's a lofty position this player has held all tournament, but what a buffer they've built with just 9 to play.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
That dog will hunt.
1 win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today.
Yeah, going for it in 2. Okay. He wants to win.
Yeah, that's a great play, Rich. Not quite on the dance floor, but a mighty drive.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Ooh. Putting for birdie here. Well, that's disappointing to have missed a putt at that distance. It's just about 3 feet away. That's got to hurt. 3 putting for par. He's currently sitting in first place. The 12th hole is a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That was absolutely piped. Could that get there? One almost went in the hole. Putting for birdie. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Tee shot, you want to aim it at those rock outcroppings and go ahead and hit yourself a nice little firm draw out there. Find the heart of the fairway. Second shot, also you want to favor the right-hand side. Near those rocks, is anything missing down to the left-hand side? Should be, might be, probably will be a certain bogey.
Magical shot.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Par 3, hole number 14.
This is a cool feature because the green runs from right to left, helping a draw, but almost repelling a fade, it seems like. You really got to be smart on your club selection here. And as always, you've got to be mindful of the wind.
And just checking back in with the standings. And he continues to lead this tournament. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, this is looking from my vantage point at least about 22 feet from the hole.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Just the one lone bunker on the right-hand side, but you have to be mindful of this false front short and right. So tee shots are going to favor the left-hand side where we have more rock outcroppings. Another delightful design.
9 feet to the cup.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Here we are at the 17th, a par 4. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close. And now that finds him in first place. Welcome to the par 4 18th.
Yeah, the largest fairway on the golf course here. So tee it high and let it fly. Second shot plays back uphill ever so slightly. 2 bunkers protecting the front right portion of this green, but you do have a little bit of help from the left-hand side.
And now it comes down to this putt to win the first event of the PGA Tour season. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Right to lefter, up the hill. Can be positive with this one.
Don't sweat that last opportunity. A moment like that, Rich, just fills you with joy. What a performance.
If 1 is good, 2 is twice as nice, isn't it? 2 wins on the season for this player. Awesome stuff.
And Rich, you know all about this. It's hard just to win once on the PGA Tour, but going back-to-back.
It takes a lot of mental fortitude to win not just once, but back-to-back weeks. Job well done.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.